everyone, it's Amber, and today I'm going to be doing a book tag, and that tag is the this or that book tag. So this tag was created by Or's Book Box, and I'll leave her channel link down below. And basically what you do in this tag is you're given two choices, you can choose this or that. So it's basically like, have you ever done those little books that they used to sell at the book fairs at school? The Coke or Pepsi things is basically like that, but with books. Question number one is audio or physical books. And I prefer physical books, but I just got into audiobooks and I absolutely love audiobooks. They're perfect in a pinch when you don't have time to open a book or you're doing something that you can't open a real book. They're perfect while you're in school. So, tip, because everyone thinks I'm listening to music, but I'm reading. I'm talking like in between classes, like we have study periods at my school, so those I like to read, but sometimes you can't really pull out a book and you can't really focus on it with everyone like talking. But audiobooks, it doesn't look rude because it just looks like you're listening to music and then you can do your homework and stuff at the same time. So, I don't know, I like audiobooks too, but physical books. The next question is paperback or hardcover, and I prefer paperback, which I thought most people preferred hardcover, but recently I kind of saw that a lot more people prefer paperback. I think that paperbacks are much easier to read, they're easier to carry around places. I always use this book as an example because it's like the perfect paperback, but this is like the perfect situation, like this paperback. Not as much like Harry Potter, this edition, because this is a beautiful edition, but it is so hard to read it because I don't want to break the spine, and like it's one of those books where you have to like hold it like this and read it, and it's very complicated and I don't like it. Next question is fiction or non-fiction, and for sure fiction. Like, I read to be kind of in a different world and experience new things, and while non-fiction is informative and sometimes insightful and you're experiencing new things, I prefer fiction because it's like completely new worlds. Question 4 is fantasy worlds or real life issues, and for sure I prefer a fantasy world because, I don't know, I don't typically read a lot of books like contemporary, and I would like to read more of them in the future. It just kind of depends on what sort of mood I'm in, but most of the time I'm in a mood for fantasy, urban fantasy, paranormal romance, all that great stuff. So the next question is Harry Potter or Twilight? Harry Potter. I was a Twihard. I loved Twilight. I remember my mom read it before it got really popular, and then I started reading it, and then it started to get really popular, and I read it literally in like 5th grade, which I probably should not have been doing, but I did anyway, and it was really great, and I really loved it at the time. But Harry Potter means much more to me. Question number 6 is Kindle, iPad, or other. I like my Kindle, but I don't read on it that much. I like to read on my iPhone when I'm on the go. I don't really bring my Kindle with me out. So if I'm at home and I got a book on Kindle, I'll read it on my Kindle, but most of the time I read on my phone if I'm out and about. Question 7 is borrow or buy, and for sure I like to buy my books. I like to be able to turn back in them, and also I like to, I don't know, sometimes the physical actual book, even if I didn't like the book that much, it really reminds me of who I was with when I got it and where I got it, and I'm a collector. I like to collect books, so as you can see, I have many. Question 8 is bookstore or online, and this is tricky because I buy all my books off of Amazon when I buy them online, and Amazon is so inexpensive for books. But the bookstore, I like to support the bookstore and I like the environment more, so it's kind of a tie for me. I like them both for completely different reasons. So question 9 is tell me one time or total trilogy. I prefer like series and trilogies because if I get really attached to the characters and it's only one book, I'm like so sad because there's no more of them after you're done with the one book. So I definitely prefer longer series or trilogies. Question 10 is monster read or short and sweet, and I tend to enjoy longer books more than I enjoy shorter books just because you can get more attached to the characters, and some of the shorter books I've read, I really have not been attached to characters, so maybe not enjoy the book as much as I would have if it was like a lot longer. So I definitely prefer really, really long books. Cough, cough. According to Fury. I feel like I do this in every video, but According to Fury is my favorite book, so, and that's really, really long. Question number 11 is starry-eyed romance or full of action, and I like a mix of both. If it's too much romance, it's like really cute if it's done right, not like insta love. I hate insta love so much. Like that's my biggest pet peeve in books. I don't like it. But anyway, if the romance is good and the action is good, let's just say that is the situation for this question. I don't know. I guess I prefer the romance parts of the books more. I do love the action parts of books, but the romance in like I like romance set in like a fantasy setting, so obviously there will be action, but I do tend to enjoy the romancy parts more than I enjoy the action parts. Question 12 is curl up in a snuggie or bathe in the sun, and I definitely prefer to curl up in like a nice blanket, sit by the fire, have some nice hot chocolate or some tea, and read my book in the fall and the winter. Right now, that sounds not appealing to me at all because it is sweltering hot where I live, but it does, I know I like that better because I prefer being freezing and bubbling up than being hot, because when you're cold, you can just put on more blankets and more clothes, but when you're hot, you can only like take off so many clothes, you know? When you're hot also, like I've been sleeping with an ice pack, guys. It's so hot here. I do not have air conditioning. Also I have a fan. You can probably see it because my hair is like blowing everywhere. But I sleep with an ice pack because it is so hot. I will sleep in my bed with a freezing cold ice pack. It's great. And then I have 2 fans on me. And it's still hot. I have to sleep with a comforter on because I don't know why. I just have to for some reason, and it's stupid, but I really have to have at least 1 blanket on, and preferably a comforter. So that makes it really difficult for me in the summer, and even if I go above my blankets, it's still really hot. So, rant over. Sorry about that. Next question, hot chocolate or latte, and I'm not a coffee fan. I don't really like coffee that much. If I go to like Starbucks, I'll just get a tea. I get like the passion fruit iced tea, it's so good. And if I go any other like coffee place, I just get hot chocolate. So I prefer hot chocolate or tea. That's all I drink. I only drink like water, hot chocolate, tea. So that is it for this tag. I am going to tag Ash from A Dash of Ash. I'll tag Jessie from Biblio Jessie. I'll tag Katie from Kate's Book Date. I'll tag Ainsley from Books and Things. I'll tag Peyton from Book Howler. And I'll tag Lauren from Lauren Crow. So those are the people that I will be tagging to do this awesome book tag. I haven't seen a lot of people do this, so y'all are tagged. And also, if you're watching this video and you haven't done this tag yet, then you are tagged too. So that is about it for this video. You can feel free to give it a thumbs up if you enjoyed it, and you can also subscribe down below if you want to get notified whenever I post a new video. And I'll leave all my social media down below so you can chat with me on Twitter and Instagram and all of that fun stuff. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye!